Let's now shift our attention to the other big story that we are tracking here in WION, and this has got to do with what is happening in the United States, where a 21-year-old has now been charged in connection to the Pentagon leaks as he appeared in a Boston court. The U.S. Attorney General said that there are very serious penalties associated with the leaks. The disclosures, which had some far-fetching implications, caught the United States and the world a little off guard, or at least that is what the United States says. The leaks have also posed a serious question on America's ability to safeguard some of its top secrets, stuff that it classified as classified documents. And our next report gets you the details.
An online chat group of mostly teenagers, a 21-year-old OG overseer, some memes, jokes, games, and America's biggest secrets. The Pentagon leaks have revealed plans related to the biggest conflict of our times. The consequences are far-reaching, and the world is still coming to terms with the damage that has been done. An alarming breach, the biggest in over a decade, has also raised serious questions on America's ability to safeguard its secrets. Jack Teixeira, a 21-year-old Air National Guardsman, has been arrested in connection to the leaks. The arrest is a pivotal moment in an investigation into the highest-profile intelligence leak in years.
Today, the Justice Department arrested Jack Douglas Teixeira in connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information. Teixeira is an employee of the United States Air Force National Guard.
Investigators are still puzzled by the emergence of Teixeira as a primary suspect. It raises serious questions about how such a profound breach could have been caused by such a young, low-ranking service member.
I want to emphasize that this was a deliberate criminal act to violate those guidelines and rules, in the same way that if you locked your front door and somebody came into your house and took something, you followed your procedures and you locked your door, but somebody went in your house and took something and put it out on the street. That's what we're talking about here.
Teixeira was a cyber transport systems specialist, essentially an IT specialist responsible for military communication networks. In that role, Teixeira would have had a higher level of security clearance. So the investigators seem to have the answer to the how question. But the why question is still being explored. Officials have not yet disclosed Teixeira's motives behind the leak. But initial accounts of the participants of the chat group hint that Teixeira was motivated more by bravado. The Discord chat group called Thug Shaker Central drew roughly 24 enthusiasts, mostly teens and young men. Apart from memes, jokes and games, the group also held discussions on the Ukraine war. In that discussion, Teixeira would for months post material that he said was classified. He initially used to type it out with his own notations, but he felt group members were not taking him seriously. So, a few months ago, he started posting images of folded-up papers, leading to the leak. Shortly after his arrest, Pentagon said it would take measures to prevent such a leak from happening again.
He was an individual working alone and not with other individuals. However, it's not clear whether or not that is the case and if this is just the tip of the iceberg and there will be more revelations. While President Biden has downplayed the incident and the intelligence shared by this suspect, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have raised concern. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World this one.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.